following is a presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race. Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is the finale race in season number 2 of the NRLOA ARCA Racing Series presented by Krispy Kreme. A champion will be crowned here today at the Talladega Super Speedway. The General Tire 215 laps of action around this 2 2/3 mile speedway at Talladega. The first time we've had a championship race like this at a super speedway alongside Alex Bunch here for tonight's event. It's going to be crazy. How do you think these drivers are going to tackle this race? You got Brad Stover, Nathan Stapleton up there in the points. You think they're going to be calm, or do you think they're going to go for it and make sure to get a good finishing position to win this championship?
Oh, I definitely think that it's going to be a hectic night tonight. I mean, it's a super speedway. We're always in for quite a treat at these super speedways, especially if you're looking out for that big one. But I honestly think that it's going to be the second choice, because everyone tonight that is within championship contention are going to try and find a way to be able to get to that perfect position where they can have a good chance at the title.
And getting a perfect position here and being in a perfect position at Talladega is nearly impossible. Near the end of these races, you want to be on the inside lane, but it's so easy to get shuffled to that outside lane because those guys come to the inside really quickly. So it's essentially a wild card until the end, and we're not going to know the champion until they cross the line here for this race. Brad Stover is the points leader, looking to win his first ever Napa Fan Championship. 287 points for him in the number 27. Nathan Stapleton, he's looking for his second career Napa Fan Championship. He's 7 points behind coming into this race. Jonathan King, who starts on the outside pole for today's event, is 11 points behind. Noah Cars in the 42. Got his first career Napa Fan win a couple weeks ago, looking to get his first career championship. He is 16 points behind. Richard Kingard is 21 points behind. Kind of a long shot to win the championship. Annie Thomas is 22 points behind. Matthew Phillips 23 points behind. They're both long shots as well. And a miracle is going to have to happen for Daniel Bouchard or Cameron Garlington if they're going to have a chance. Bouchard is 31 points behind. And Garlington is 34 points behind. A lot of guys in contention with mathematical chances. But we're going to be focusing mainly on Stover, Stapleton, and King. And if they all happen to get caught up in a crash later on in the race or something, we might focus on Noah Cars and Richard Kingard. But I have a feeling that it's most likely going to be one of the top 3 winning the championship. But this is Talladega, and anything can happen. So we have 9 guys in championship contention. Which driver do you think is going to do it?
Honestly, I think it's going to be Nathan Stapleton, just for the amount of runs and the way he's been performing this year. Just to be able to get a good finish tonight for him and to be able to push for the championship, I think he'll do it because, you know, this is the last race, and I honestly believe that Stapleton's going to go all out to be able to win this title.
He does hold the tiebreaker over Brad Stover. He has 2 wins on the season. Brad Stover only has 1, so Stapleton at the advantage in that category if we happen to need it. Anyways, the last race of the season here at the Talladega Super Speedway. This has been a really nice series to do. I really have enjoyed it. And it's really nice having these basic championship formats where consistency is key. And it's going to come down to one wild and hectic race here at the Talladega Super Speedway. We cannot get the party started until we fire the engines. Let's head trackside for the command in the General Tire 200 here at Talladega.
For all troops around the world, drivers, Start your engines.
And a great command there to fire these guys up for the final time this season. It's the finale race, the General Tire 200 here at Talladega. Griffin Lynn in the 66. He's last in the points, but he's first on the starting grid for today's event. Alongside him, it's the 01 of Jonathan King. He has a chance at the championship. He's 11 points behind coming into today's event. Number 67, Tyler Lyman, Chicagoland winner alongside James Richardson in the 15. Got the number 6, Nick Smith, defending champion of this series. Not going to win the championship again, but he might get a win. He is starting in the 5th position alongside Daniel McMillan. We got ourselves Tyler Ryan in the number 9, and Lauren Martinez in the 77, Luke Rainey in the 69, and Richard King are 21 points behind with a chance at the championship in the number 52. We see these guys back in here. Nathan Stapleton in the 28 and Brad Stover in the 27. They're both on the inside lane for this race. It's a good place to be. Do you think they're going to work their way to the front?
I definitely do, because I've seen the inside line here work at Talladega in the past, and it's really helped out. But also don't forget about the high side either. Sometimes the high side can really help in the sense of keeping and defending the position. So don't expect like any just inside passing. You might see some people on the outside trying to defend the position, make it a little more difficult for them to pass to win the race.
And that especially happens through the tri-oval there. That's where the outside lane can work, especially coming to the line. I think I mentioned this before. I once did a series for my school, and I had a race here at Talladega. Coming to the line, the outside lane won. And there was somebody coming on the inside lane. So it's possible. It has happened before. Maybe you guys haven't seen it. But who knows what we're going to see today. It's Talladega and anything can happen. And we're fighting for a championship. It's the final race of the season in the NRLOA ARCA Racing Series presented by Krispy Kreme. Griffin Lynn and Jonathan King, the top 2 drivers starting this race. Let's see who gets it done here in Talladega, Alabama. The General Tire 200, the finale race in Season 2, is green. We're racing here at the biggest speedway of them all. Problems for the 0-2 of Igor Barreto. He is coming down the pit lane, and I just noticed that the 27 was right behind him, and you see Brad Stover, our points leader. He has lost the main draft here at Talladega, while Nathan Stapleton is working the inside lane in the lead draft. That is a tough break for the 27, coming into this race with a 7-point lead. And right now, it's looking a little bit dim for this 27, but remember the truck race on Friday. You had Nicholas Amadio, Justin Heath especially. Similar situation happened when Diego Yepes blew his engine. Justin Heath and Nicholas Amadio lost the draft. Justin Heath had a caution come out. He was able to work his way to second in that event. Andy Thomas in the 30 will lead lap number 2. See if there's any 4 wide, and there is Richard Kingard around in the 52. Luke Rainey and Edwin Mendez in the outside wall. And an early caution, and more drivers involved. That's Brad Stover in the 27 with damage, our points leader.
Actually, I don't think he really has that much damage. It looks like he may be able to continue, but, you know, this is just from a standpoint of view on the spectators, so, you know, who knows? He may have some damage there on the arrow.
That is a tough one for our points leader. A lot of good drivers involved. Richard Kingard had a chance at the championship. He has damage. And number 30, they're coming back to the line. And look at this. Nathan Stapleton will lead the race back. And he is going to restart first when we get back to racing. A perfect scenario for this number 2018. And that 28 only needs to finish 7 positions ahead of Brad Stover. I mean, right now, if Stapleton were to finish as the winner, he would win the championship. No question. All he needs to do is finish ahead of Stover. And he's really the only guy he has to really fight with. Because if Jonathan King, Noah Cars, they can get good runs. But Stapleton can still finish behind them and still possibly win the championship. The only guy he has to finish ahead of in this race is definitely Brad Stover in that 27. And Stover might have some damage in his machine. Tough break for him. Let's go ahead and see what happened at 4 wide off of the tri-oval. Let's see what happened to bring out the first caution here in the General Tire 200 at Talladega.
So it looks like the 23 at Chase Marks here kind of just trying to get into the draft or somewhere close to that, and it looks like Kinghart just got up right into what I believe is the 69 of Luke Rainey, and then that just started a complete chain reaction that just took out a lot of good contenders, and even our driver who started on the pole in the number 66 Griffin Lynn, which is very unfortunate for him, and very unfortunate also for Richard Kinghart, who had a good chance. And then just watch his hit right here, just and that just took out some more good drivers.
You see Brad Stover in the 27. Of all these guys involved, I think he accumulated the least amount of damage, but I don't know if that's going to affect him. It could, it may not. We don't know. We're not going to know until we get to the restart. But if this did not affect him, the number 27 is back in contention. He did lose the draft before the caution came out. And with this caution coming out, he should be able to regain the draft and have a chance at surpassing Nathan Stapleton. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Let's go ahead and replay this in real time. So 4 wide. We saw this in the truck race. 4 wide throughout this spot especially. The worst place on the racetrack, and Richard Kinghart going around Edwin Mendez, our last winner here in the ARCA Series, and then Noah Clifton, Justin Zidell came right into those guys with Philip Goldberg. And Stover, I think he's good. I don't believe he has damage, so you're right, Alex. No damage on this 27. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can get around that 28, or if Stapleton can finish 7 positions ahead of him. It's going to be a fascinating chess match around this super speedway. Let's go ahead and see what happens on the restart here at the Talladega Super Speedway with Nathan Stapleton leading the field in the number 28. Back here at the Talladega Super Speedway, we will restart on lap 8 of 15, so that's going to leave us with 8 laps to go here in this race. So not much time right now to move your way from the back to the front row, so it's all out from here. Nathan Stapleton in the 28, leading the field. Right now, he would win the championship the way they are currently running. Annie Thomas, she has a slight chance as well. She's 22 points behind. She's going to need Stapleton and Stover to finish way in the back and for her to possibly get the win. Igor Barreto will lap down after he had the issue, which actually caused Brad Stover to fall behind and get involved in that crash a little bit. Noah Card's the chance. He's only 16 points behind coming into this race. You got Nathan Baird, Tyler Lyman. Cameron Garlington needs a miracle. Chase Marks, Eli Wright, Micah Knapp, and Lauren Martinez. Trying to find Brad Stover. There he is, behind James Richardson. And if everything goes right, he should be able to rejoin the draft. Now we'll check on him and see if he has any damage to his race car. But right now I believe he's going to be just fine in that 27. So I believe this battle's on between Stapleton and Stover. It's just going to come down to who finishes better. Stapleton going to lead the field back to the green flag. We're racing again here at Talladega.
And you're looking at Annie Thomas here. You said that she has a good chance at getting the title. That's, of course, in the case scenario that Stapleton falls out. But also don't forget that while at the same time, look at the draft as it's kind of starting to form. You're seeing Stapleton kind of running good right now, but look at what Barreto's going to try and do. And look at how Annie Thomas is going to take effect, and hoping that the lap car will help get around Stapleton here.
Number 30, Annie Thomas, will take the lead away. This thing is far from over, however. He also got Brad Stover, who could rally his way from the back to the front. But I'm not sure if he's going to have an issue doing so, because he's behind Nick Smith and James Richardson here. These three guys seem to be a little ways from the rest of the pack. So we're just going to have to see as it goes along. Lap number 8 will be led by, I believe, the number 5 of Nathan Baird. He edged out anytime to the line. Here comes Cameron Garlington in the 46. Now he needs everybody to finish deep in the field and for him to get the win if he's going to have a chance of winning the championship. And I say a chance because it might not even happen at that point. He's 34 points behind. You get 36 for winning.
And don't even leave out Eli Bright or the 77 right here coming down to the inside. All these people here have a chance.
Joe Jefferson and Igor Barreto almost were going 4 wide there with Jonathan King. But they figured it out, fortunately. These guys going all over the place. They know a championship's on the line, but they also know a race wins on the line. Like Joe Jefferson, he wants to end the season where he started, in victory lane. He's got a good chance at doing that, taking the lead right now on lap 10 of 15. Comes Jonathan King, the 0-1, 11 points behind on the inside lane, and he is right now, I believe, in the position to win the championship because he's well ahead of Nathan Stapleton and Brad Stover, so you gotta consider this 0-1. He's going to have a chance of winning as well if he finishes in the perfect position.
But don't leave out any of these drivers working on the inside like Jaden Scott in the number 48, and even Matthew Phillips in the 81. A lot of these drivers are going for the race win that are not even in the title hunt, and they're still going to try and end the season on a high note.
Look who's on the inside here. Brad Stover. He is in the main pack. Right now, Stover has the points advantage on Stapleton, but King has the points advantage on both Stapleton and Stover. So it's a 3-horse race right now. Noah Cars is in the middle. He has a chance, and if he can get around this 0-1, have to be 16 positions ahead of Brad Stover and possibly even get the win. We'd have to go to another tiebreaker if Noah Cars and Brad Stover tied, or even Jonathan King and Brad Stover tied for the points lead. It is possible. This is really weird, but it's possible we could have a 4-way tie for the championship lead. If that were to happen, Nathan Stapleton would win the championship on his 2 wins compared to everybody else's 1 win throughout the season. So, who knows what's going to happen? We only got 4 laps to go. Daniel McMillan in the 20, out front with Josh Crash and Adam Lewis.
Adam Lewis and even the number 80, or the number 18, I'm sorry, of Josh Crash. Don't leave those guys out because even though they aren't fighting for a title hope, they are still fighting for the win. So, don't even leave out some of those people that are in non-championship contention to kind of spoil the party on these championship contenders like Noah Cars, Nathan Stapleton, and a lot of these guys who are trying to go for that championship title.
Noah Cars might be in the best position right now because he needs to stay 9 ahead of Stapleton. I think at the moment he's 9 ahead of Stapleton. And he is definitely well over 16 ahead of Stover and well over 5 ahead of Jonathan King. And we got 4 wide. That is Daniel Bouchard falling back, and he might not get out of the situation too well. He will. Noah Cars, he needs to stay on the inside lane. He's going to have a chance at this one. But he's going to get stuck up there, I believe, and that's going to do it. I don't think he's going to win it. Here comes Stapleton again in the 28. It's going to be 2 laps to go next time by. If Stapleton can stay on this inside lane, the championship is his. No question.
Yeah, but as you're looking at where Noah Cars was before he shifted up to the high side, what's to say that Stapleton won't do the same thing? So it's possible that it could go down to either Stapleton, Cars, or maybe even kind of the underdog at this point, the number 27 taking home the title. It's possible that Stover could come home with this championship if he stays on the inside.
It all depends on where everybody else finishes, on whether Stover wins this thing or not. But with this guy taking the lead here, coming to the white flag, it's looking a little dim for that number 27 team. Nathan Stapleton trying to get his 3rd win of the season. Nathan Baird to his inside. Stapleton's going to get shuffled out of line. And here we go. The drama will ensue. Eli Bright, white flag for the 71. 4 wide, back in the pack. If they crash now, it doesn't matter.
As you're looking at where Eli Bright is leaving, don't leave out that number 33 of Micah
in
Knapp.
the 33. The guy who made my career on YouTube possible. Looking to get his first career win to the inside of Eli Bright. We'll focus back in here. Stapleton kind of in the middle here. Is he far enough ahead of Brad Stover? Yes, he is. So Nathan Stapleton in the position in the middle lane. As for the race win, Eli Bright trying to get a push on the outside. Will he get the outside lane to work side by side?
This is going to be
Micah
close.
Knapp, I don't know. Way too close to call. But I will
think
tell you
Bright
this.
got him.
Nathan Stapleton has won his second career Napa Fan Championship here today as he finishes well ahead of the 27 and everybody else to win the 2017 NRLOA ARCA Racing Series presented by Krispy Kreme Championship. How about Nathan Stapleton getting it done? He was able to stay in the perfect position, and the official result in for Micah Knapp in the 33, the winner of the General Tire 200 here at Talladega.
Man, that was a really good finish. Just a round of applause for this race. Round of applause for Nathan Stapleton and Micah Knapp for clinching amazing victories today. I mean, Micah Knapp taking home the win, Nathan Stapleton taking home the title. It was a good day. It was a good day.
It definitely was. Talladega never disappoints. And how about that finish between Micah Knapp and Eli Bright? Micah Knapp getting his first win of the season. Now, he started off this season very well, but as the season went along, he kind of slipped up. But ending the season on a victory, and Nathan Stapleton taking home the title in the 28, enough points ahead of Brad Stover to win it. And Nathan Stapleton, a champion once again on Napa Fan. Little fun fact here for Nathan Stapleton. He has 4 career wins. The first 2 came in the Turkey Hill Series season number 2, where he won the championship. The second 2 came in this season with the NRLOA ARCA Racing Series, where he won the championship. All 4 of Nathan Stapleton's wins have come in a season where he's won the championship. How about that one?
That is a very interesting fact, and to be able to actually see and end the season of the ARCA Racing Series presented by Krispy Kreme on a very high note and a very amazing finish. I mean, look at the finish there. 2 1,000ths of a second. That is incredible. And a big congratulations to Nathan Stapleton on that win.
And as the year is going to end on December 31st, we're going to have the top 25 closest finishes on Napa Fan in 2017. This one is going to most likely be tied number 1. If you don't remember, it was when the Dodge Throwback Series went to Michigan earlier this year. We had 2 1,000ths of a second there for that finish, I do believe. So it's going to be a tie for number 1 this year, I do believe. But this one is going to be up there, no question. But Nathan Stapleton, talk of the town right now, the champion of the 2017 ARCA Racing Series presented by Krispy Kreme. See those 5 drivers getting involved there in the crash, and it's a tough break for them. Their season's ending early on that accident. And apparently Alex Boxier's not saying anything.
I did not know that was a perfect signal for me to talk.
Enough. See, this is what happens. You know, I pause, and they're supposed to go, but sometimes they don't go, and you got this long, awkward pause, and, you know, it happens at the end of every one of these races. I mess up, they mess up, or something, and it never works out correctly, but you know what, who cares? We're all having fun. And Micah Knapp, with his victory here at Talladega, definitely having fun, celebrating that exhilarating finish here at Talladega. How about this one? A great race. Nathan Stapleton, the champion. Micah Knapp, the winner. Pretty good day, like you said.
Yeah, I knew from the start of the race that this was going to be a good one. I knew that there was going to be a big one. I was anticipating for it, but never in this race have I ever anticipated a wild finish just like that.
Yeah, well, this is Talladega. Anything is possible. And we had a good run this season. Thank you guys very much for watching. It was a really fun series to do. I mean, it kind of came up on the fly, and I'm glad you guys liked it. I enjoyed it as well. And we're doing it again next year at this time. Still trying to figure out 2018. I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll figure something out. We'll get it all worked out. So while I'm taking a long break here, just because got to paint those cars. It's going to take me a while to paint those cars. And I'm going to get Chick-fil-A Cup Series Season 7 on the roll beginning in mid-February. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching this season. On Wednesday here on Napa Fan, you're going to see the next to last race of the season in the Napa Truck Series. And then on Friday, it's the finale at Homestead for the Napa Truck Series. And you got a good chance at the championship, my friend. How do you think you're going to do over there?
Oh, I can guarantee you that I'm going to go all out, go for that title hunt. Because I can tell you this, I am super pumped for the race at Homestead. Because I know for a fact that I have a chance to take home the title, and for this to go down as one of the greatest, probably the greatest Napa Truck Series battles for the points in history, I'm just pumped for it. I cannot wait.
Yeah, and we had Nathan Stapleton in the booth for the truck race. You're in the booth for this race here. I think you might got a good chance. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching this whole season. And congratulations to Mikey Knapp on his victory. And congratulations to Nathan Stapleton, the champion, here in the NRLOA ARCA Racing Series, presented by Krispy Kreme. I enjoyed doing this. We're going to do it again next year. We got a lot of good stuff coming here on NAPFan and in the NRLOA. So thank you guys for supporting us all the way. We love you guys, and we're going to be here for many years to come. Thank you guys very much for watching. On behalf of Alex Bonsignor, I will see you guys later.
Don't wake me up again, no, when we collide. Baby, it's just you and me. Replace a star shot from outer space, and as the lights dance around your face, not gonna stop till the break of day.